Final round 17. Scott Popular sitting here with this esteemed gentleman. Please introduce yourself to these people.
What's up, everybody? My name is Chris G. NY Chris G, I guess. I don't know if I want to call myself Cali Chris G yet. But right now, today, this weekend, I'm representing GameStig here at final round. And if it wasn't for them, I actually wouldn't be here. So it's a weird situation to happen. But I'm glad to be here.
All right, great. But do you feel like a badass?
I do and I don't.
Okay.
I got bodied this weekend. And it was not so good, but I'm glad I still pulled it off.
Okay. All right. Now, coming into this event, your training regimen, was there anything different? Did you train in a different way anyway, or was it just a regular session?
It was the same thing. Before, like I said before, I wasn't supposed to come here.
Okay.
And I found out pretty much late. This is why I couldn't pre-register. So I was just winging it.
Right.
And all I said was I was gonna make top 8. This is what I usually say anyway.
Right.
So I was just, okay, you know what? I made top 8. Now it's time to keep going. And I just so happened to win.
That's a very good thing. Now, throughout going through the ranks, was there any particular match that you remember? Was there anything that you thought was, wow, that was amazing, and who was that person?
Well, I guess if everyone's going to talk about it, I'll say Full Schedule. That was an interesting display of everything. Whether or not it was the stick, whether or not it was the buttons, whether or not he was godlike, and I actually talked about it on my status. No one knows. But he made top 8 with it, right? And then they made him take it out, and I had to play him. I had to play him first thing. And I don't know if whether or not that helped me out, or if he would have played differently with the buttons.
Right.
But I was so surprised that he still beat Justin like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel pretty good about that.
Okay, very, very good. And throughout the going through the ranks again, was there any time other than the Full Schedule that maybe you were a little nervous or you had jitters? Was there any match that caused you to raise your level of concern?
Champ. When I played Champ, what was it? Losers finals. Like, he took the first game, I took the second game. He took the third game, I took the fourth game. And that last game where he decided to throw in Morgan, and like I just stood at the screen, and at first I was thinking, I was like, okay, I know what he's gonna try to do.
Right.
He's just gonna run away, get 5 meters, and then you pray to God that it works.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I was just like, okay, you know what? Let me collect myself. He's switching it up completely.
Right.
From trying to attack my Morgan to completely running away, and I'm dealing with Phoenix afterwards. But when I finally hit his Dormammu, and then his Morgan came in, I was just like, okay, that character's useless. And then Phoenix came in, and I guess a series of events was a little bit weird because he popped X Factor, and then he did the wrong super.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I guess he just gave it to me.
Yeah, it's like, I'll take
it's
this.
over, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Exactly.
I'm gonna put this in my pocket now.
Like, I was talking to Rog, and he was like, as soon as he did that super, he took his stick and he was ready to go out.
He's like, my bad, I know, my bad. I'm just, okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want this? All right, goodbye.
But it's still, respect. I mean, it could happen to anybody.
Yeah, of course.
Anybody can make a mistake. Speaking of mistakes, did you make any mistake, anytime during the tournament you were like, damn, why did I do that? Did you make any mistakes?
Yes, against Knuckle Doo in Street Fighter, I tried to keep him in the corner, and I was like, okay, you know what? I might win this, right? It's 1-1, and then I do a Tatsu, and apparently I go behind him, and I was like, what?
Yeah, you didn't expect it. Like, wait a minute.
I was so lost.
Like, why am I here?
and then I got hit once, and then I never got to him again. I just lost all my life. Because I was desperately trying to get in again, and I blew it. So I was very salty because I had to go play Marvel right afterwards in top 8, the top 16, and I was like, okay, I gotta control myself right now.
Yeah, don't want to lose composure at this point.
Yeah, it's bad because like if you lose to a mistake and then you're like,
it's my fault.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I was
my
like,
fault.
I blew
nothing
it.
to do with him.
Damn
it's
it,
my fault.
you know. And you're like, okay, let's try to play the exact opposite right now. You know, I use Sakura, so I'm rushing down in Street Fighter 4, and then I have to go right back into the mindset of getting away and shooting things.
Well, like those are two completely different types of play style. How do you separate the two? Like, and switch over so quickly? Like, they go from offense, super offense, to, hey man, please don't touch me. Defense.
It's
because you stay up in the air for a very long time.
Yeah,
like,
and I have to watch the ground below me and see who's pushing what. But I don't know. Like in Street Fighter, when I use Sakura, I feel the most comfortable because she reminds me of Third Strike. You know, people might argue, of course, that I'm stupid, but for me, I feel like confirming off of random hits is what I'm best at.
Right.
So, like using Morgan and controlling the field. You know, I'm shooting all day to somebody else that may look like spam, but when I see a Soul Fist hit and I get that hit afterwards, I feel rewarded.
Yeah. So it's like I only need like this jab or this fire.
Yeah, exactly.
And after that, I got a whole dictionary of stuff I want you to read. I want you to get all of this.
Exactly.
Combo,
you get full combo. You're in the corner, and then
you're basically bread and butter. It's
yeah.
like if you can get a bread and butter off a jab or a fireball, and you can go in, kill him.
Yep. And then you pray to God and hope you don't get hit again.
Well, that's a fantastic strategy. But now that everything is over, and you know, good games, and you got to go back to the lab. What's next? What are you gonna tighten up on more? Marvel, or are you gonna let Street Fighter just lay to the side until Ultra comes out?
Oh, I still need to get better in Street Fighter. I've always wanted to be better in Street Fighter, but I don't push myself, and I know I don't push myself. So I think that now I'm in West Coast, like I'll definitely play more. Also, yeah, I'm doing really good in KI. I didn't get to answer. I got DQ'd, and as for Injustice, I got to get back on the grind for that game too.
And so, how's the transition from going from East Coast to West Coast? Has it been good? You know,
it's pretty weird because I don't have a car right now, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna have to learn how to drive, and moving there was actually really random to begin with. It was like a last minute
decision.
Yeah, decision, and you know some unforeseen circumstances pushed that decision. But at the end of the day, I decided if I'm gonna make the jump, I'm gonna just do it and see how it goes.
Yeah, just jump off the cliff and hope and pray to God it just don't die.
That's a pretty weird thing to say.
It's taking a risk.
Stay alive.
Yeah, it's taking a risk though.
Yeah, it is taking a risk because I'm doing all of this out of my own pocket.
Right.
So it's like, okay, the money that I've earned playing in tournaments, you know, doing my thing, I'm just throwing it all. So hey, hopefully, you know, this works out.
That's
but things is getting situated right now. Okay. You know, things are looking up. You know, I'm looking for jobs right now, so everything's actually working out pretty good.
Well, sounds pretty awesome. Now, is there any advice you can give to anybody who is aspiring to be like you, or someone who just wants to improve their game? What advice would you give them? Just not specifically Street Fighter or specifically Marvel. Just in any game, what's the first thing they should do when they pick up a controller?
Get ready to lose. Because that's going to happen. A lot of people, including myself, you know, we can't take losses. It's really hard because I feel like I should always do better and I should always be better. And people tell me this all the time.
You take it too personal or something.
Yes,
like that.
Exactly. But also, I tell them that it's going to happen. Like it'll happen for months. For me, it happened for almost like a few years in Chinatown Fair. You know, I kept losing and losing and losing. But after a while, I just stopped losing because I put the time and the effort into getting better. That's what people need to do. People, right now, they're taking a lot of things for granted, considering that games are a little bit easier. they feel like they should do better. But then when they fight somebody that's actually really good and they get exposed, like, they're really discouraged. I tell those people to not be discouraged because that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I can tell you so many times I've lost to Justin. I used to play him in like 4 different games. I lost all 4 games, and it wasn't even like it was a close game. I used to get destroyed.
Right.
You know, and you just got to keep going.
Gotta keep going. Well, yo, that's a very good way to end it. You gotta keep going. Y'all, this is final round 17. Scott Popular, Chris G. This is our first time meeting. Thank you very much. The gentleman and the scholar. Gentleman and the scholar. All right, y'all. See you guys next time. Peace.